What's up, Grace Girls? Welcome to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast, where we focus on helping Black women change their lives by discarding negative thoughts, pivoting in the right direction, and shifting their mindset through cultivating a trauma free lifestyle. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, educator, content creator, life coach, counselor, and mental health enthusiast living in Houston, Texas. I created the Allow Yourself Grace podcast because I wanted to create a space for Black women to share their thoughts, feelings, and stories that make them who they are without fear of judgment. Allow Yourself Grace provides emotional support and encouragement within the Grace Girls community for women in need of non biased opinions from women other than family and friends. Personal development, self care, career, faith are among many of the topics we will discuss on this platform. Allow Yourself Grace podcast is here to encourage Black women to live unapologetically and thrive in being authentically who they are and were designed to be, an entire vibe. No topics are off limits. We will cover it all. Now, grab a notebook, pen, sit back, and enjoy the show.
What's up? What's up, ladies? Welcome back to another episode of the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. I'm your host, Courtney Kristen, and this is episode number 9. So happy to have you guys back with us today, whether you're listening in or whether you're watching me on YouTube. Welcome. All right. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, and share, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop an episode. If you are listening to me on another platform, don't forget to follow so that you receive the notifications when I drop new episodes. Um, so yeah, I am excited. I am on episode number 9. Like, I am so proud of myself because I've been celebrating the small wins. Like, that's one of the things I told myself in 2022 is that, Courtney, you have to start celebrating the small wins. Like, tomorrow's not promised. Celebrate yourself today. So the small accomplishments, or what we think is small, because sometimes we just don't give ourselves enough credit for what we're really doing. Like, I had to realize, like, girl, what? You are really doing the thing. Like, you're doing your thing, honey. Like, you were doing it, and like, you need to learn to pat yourself on the back. Like, you need to learn to pat yourself on the back. And so, yeah, I had to just learn how to just give myself more grace, okay? Allow yourself more grace, okay? Give yourself a little more grace and just know that every day you're making progress. And every day is not going to be a good day. You're going to have days where, you just feel down and you feel sad. But the important part is that, you learn from whatever it is and you keep pushing and you keep pushing. So today's topic is learning how to walk in your truth. Learning how to walk in your truth, learning how to own who you are, learning how to be comfortable with who you are, and learning how to be okay with everybody not accepting who you are. All right? Learn how to walk in your truth and own it. All right? So, our quote for this episode is: truth is not for comfort, it's for liberation. It's not a medicine, it's a killer. All right? Truth is not for comfort, it's for liberation. It's not a medicine, it's a killer. So, what that quote means to me is it's not, truth is not for comfort, it's for freedom, feeling liberated, feeling, because to me, when you're truthful about who you are and you're kind of like honest about your past and where you've been and you fully walk in your truth, you just feel a sense of freedom. You feel a sense of, I feel liberated. I feel just free. Like it's like almost like a weight is lifted off of you. I think when you spend so much time trying to, be someone you're not, or, hide your truth, it's difficult for you to really feel free. It's difficult for you to feel free. So, what does it mean to walk in your truth? It means we enter each day with our minds renewed. Like every day's a new day. You feel better. You can look better because you can decide today, I'm going to put on some lipstick today. Like, I'm going to do my hair today. You just start feeling like a fresh, I call it a fresh anointing for me, because it's like, I just wake up with this energy now. And I don't know where it comes from. It's like once I'm up, once I wash my face, I brush my teeth, get myself together, it's like I feel good. And you spend time meditating in the morning. That's why having a morning routine is important, because it gives you time to really think and really get yourself together and just really just be happy about life. Like, you want to be thriving. You want to be your best self every single day. You want to put your best foot forward every single day. And I think in order to do that, you have to be truthful with who you are. There's so many people hiding who they are from the world. It's like, even for example, when my husband and I invite people on our podcast, it's like they want to know the questions. I know they're nervous. Like, I get it. You kind of want to know what you're going to ask me and stuff like that. But like, I literally can tell the people that are hiding things. Like, it's like, I don't want to know like, but you should be comfortable with being who you are. Like, we have people literally ask, like, can I be myself? And it's like, who else would you be? Like, own who you are. Be truthful with who you are, because you're going to feel better. And to be honest with you, that's the only person I want to know. I want to know the real you. Don't hide it. Be truthful about who you are. But take time to study your word and be in prayer. Like, I'm not saying I'm the most spiritual person. I'm not saying that I'm just like holier than thou. But when you spend time with God, like, that's what He wants us to do. He wants us to do that because He's the source of truth. And so, if you don't know Him, I think it's hard for you to be truthful. But if you know Him, baby, He's gonna convict you. Like, you're gonna feel it in your spirit. Like, you're gonna feel it. Like, why are you lying? Like, be who you are. Be honest. Be open. You know, that's part of being His child. Like, He's gonna hold you accountable. He's gonna hold you accountable, especially if you've made a commitment to Him. He's gonna hold you accountable, and I think we have to learn how to take ownership of our truth. How do you learn to walk by faith? Walking by faith can be one of the most difficult things you can ever do, because when you are trying to walk by faith, everything and everyone is going to come at you. You're going to feel like, man, the devil is really like trying me. He is testing me. That's normal. Like, you're going to feel that way. You're going to feel that way. You're going to feel like, the devil's just attacking you left and right. But when you know the God that you serve, like, I know the God that I serve. My grandma, she used to say, Lord rest her soul, she used to say, I know that man. And when I was younger, I was like, she talking about, what man is she talking about? I don't know what she talking about. But as I got older and I developed my own relationship with God, I began to understand what she meant. And it's like, I know him. He comes through. Like, there's been times where I've experienced things where I know it was nothing but God. It had to be nobody but God, because I don't know how I got through it. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't my dad. It wasn't my family. Like, nobody but God got me through that. And so I think when you have faith, you have to know that you're not going to be able to see what's ahead. You don't know what's ahead, but you have faith in knowing that it's not going to always be this way, right? Whatever it is that you're going through is only temporary. To walk by faith is not enough to believe that God's word and promises are true. We must act on our belief and we must stand on the truth. When what we believe overflows into how we live, then our faith is made complete. And that is, I want to stay right there for a second. And if you're not spiritual, this may just not be the episode for you. But if you're spiritual, you may get it, and hopefully you do. But if you believe in God, your actions should align, and you should stand in that truth. I see so many people who say, "Oh, this person's spiritual," and I'm like, "Well, your actions don't align." Like, I just don't agree with that, because I've been in rooms where I hear things and I'm like, "Oh," and then somebody else is telling me another side of this person, and I'm like, "Wow, I've never seen that side of this person." And you know, in order for God to really bless you, and in order for God to really show His glory in your life, I just believe that you have to be true to who you are. I can't be anyone else but Courtney. I can't be anyone else but myself. And when people see me, I want them to say, "She's real. She is who she is." You can call me country, you can call me ghetto, you can call me, I don't know what you want to call me, but I am who I am. Like, I'm not trying to hide that from anyone, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. But I don't want someone to hear your description of me and their description of, and them tell you their description of me, and they're like totally different. No, no. Own who you are and walk in your truth. And stop playing with God, because I believe that He has better things to do. Because some of you guys like to play with Him, and it's like you want Him when you want Him, but then when you want to do what you want to do, it's another story. Like, or when the truth is the truth, you don't want to be held accountable, or it only applies sometimes. No, it needs to apply all the time. It needs to apply all the time, because we walk around here and we're mean and we're nasty to people, but yet we're in this church house praying and we're posting on Facebook and we're doing all these things. And it's like, that is why people don't want to come to church. That's why people don't believe in Christianity, because of your actions. People's actions are not aligning with how they walk daily and how their lives are daily. And so it turns people away. But when you walk in your truth and you say, I've been here, or this is who I am, and you're real, people can see real. People know when you're real, and people know when you're fake. Trust and believe, they do. And I'm one of those people, and I don't do fake. And if you know me, I will say, no, better watch that. Like, I will tell you, I may not tell you, like, come out and just say, hey, don't be around this person, but I'm going to say, hey, you might want to watch yourself. And everybody that I told that, they usually come back to me and say, you were right. You were trying to tell me. And I'll say, yeah, I couldn't really come out and tell you, but I was trying to give you, like, some hints, like, be careful, just, and it's not anything against the person. It's just that I see who you are, and you're not truthful, and you're not authentic. And I cannot condone people who don't walk in their truth. And I will not stand with you. I will stand alone before I stand with people who are not truthful and who are not honest and who want to sit here and play with God. And you want to be spiritual when you want to be spiritual. And I don't like that. 5 ways to enrich your daily walk with God is to start every day with prayer. Start every day with prayer. When I get up in the morning, I go to my closet. And so I have sticky notes all over my shoe area in my closet. And so my goal this year, I saw this thing on TikTok. where you take a board and you make like a prayer board. Because right now, I mean, I have a room that I could make my prayer room, but it's to me it's too big. I want it to be a little smaller. I don't know. I haven't figured it out, but right now I use my closet. So when I get up, before I do anything, I go in my closet, I get on my knees and I pray and I write down my prayer on a sticky note and I put it up. Whatever works for you. You don't have to do what I do. I'm just letting you know what I do, but develop some type of prayer life. And end your day with prayer. And end your day with prayer. Number 2, know what is important and what isn't. What's a priority for you? What's not a priority for you? You know, a priority for me is quality time. You know, that's going to be at the top of my list this year. I want to spend more time with the people that mean the most to me. Because time is so precious. What's not so important to me is putting energy into people that don't really bring any type of value to my life. You know, I don't want to put any energy and time into that. So I want to start prioritizing what's important and what's not important. Number 3, place spiritual boundaries in your life. Not and that seems like that comes up every episode, but guys, for your mental health, for your sanity, for your life in general, just boundaries are important. Read and meditate. Find something you like to read. In the Grace Girls community, we have a book club. We read a book every month, and so that's a part of what we do. And so, if you are the type of person that doesn't like to read, the Grace Girls community is great because you can have some encouragement. You can have a little more motivation to read and a purpose to read because we're discussing it there. So that might be a good reason for you to join. Um, but just find something where you're gaining knowledge. Like we spend so much time scrolling on social media. Like I realized like, dang, I've been scrolling for a whole 20, 30 minutes, still scrolling. Like, what am I looking for? It's just so like I know last year I deleted the app off my phone for a good month. But it's kind of hard for me to do that because of the business that we have. But what I learned to do is just post and go, like post for my business and go. Or I might spend 30 minutes, even seems long. But I mean, I want to start monitoring my time because you can spend a lot of time on Facebook or Instagram, just scrolling, looking at other people's lives, when you can take that time and use it towards something in your life. Like you need to be the person producing the content. And if you're not, you need to get off and start taking that time and putting it into something that is purposeful in your life because you're watching other people's lives and your life is passing you by. We need to learn to live in the moment more. This past Christmas, my family, we rented a farmhouse and it was so much fun because no one was really like spending a lot of time on their phone, which was good. We were playing games, we were talking, we were enjoying the moment. I vlogged a good bit of it, and it's going to be up on Kicking It with the Christians YouTube. So if you want to see it, you can go there and watch it. But it was just so, we were in the kitchen cooking. We didn't have time to be on our phone. And I love that for us because as much as I love my phone, we miss out on moments being on our phone. Um, but my phone too, I know a lot of people use their phone as an outlet. Like you're not really interested in something, you get on your phone. Like I know me, I get on my phone. Like if I'm in a meeting and somebody's just talking about something I'm really not interested in, you know, it's a form of being rude too, though, because it's like, are you really listening? But I am listening, and I love when people, because I experienced this before where I'm on my phone and then they call on me to speak, and I'm like, I was listening. Okay, I got you, me. But some people they get so zoned in on their phone, and you call on them, and they're like, oh, that's what they want, but you can't get me. I'm not that. Like I can listen and be on my phone, but a lot of people can't. They find it rude. And I get it, they want your attention. But just monitor your time that you spend on your phone, because it does take a lot of time away from productivity. And it's like even at the gym, if you stop and get on your phone, you're like, I've wasted I gotta get out of this gym. I need to hurry up, finish my workout. So this year, my goal is to put my music on and put my phone away. That's it. Because I'm in here for a purpose, and I'm in here wasting time on my phone. Like, no. And so we just have to prioritize what's important and what's not, because we can easily slip into, doing things that aren't so important. And then our stuff that's important never gets completed. So that is something that we all need to work on. And just remember that you always represent you. You represent you. And so you always want to put the best version of yourself first, your best foot forward, like I said in the beginning, because you want people to see what you truly represent. You want people to see what you truly represent. I want people to see that I represent truth and I represent authenticity, and that, that I'm relatable. Like, I want people to see that. I want people to know that about me. And I want to just people to know that I'm a real person and I'm human, and I'm no better than anyone else. Like, we're all women, we're all, human, we all have flaws, we all have goals that we're trying to achieve. We're all looking for genuine people to have in our lives. And we all want love. Ultimately, we all want to be loved. We all want to be accepted. And to walk around living a lie, it's just not, you won't ever obtain freedom like that. Like, trying to be someone you're not, pretending to be a certain way to fit in, or pretending to be one way when you're around a certain group of people, but then when you're around your family, you're a different way, or when you're around friends, you treat them differently. Like, be who you are and thrive in who you are, and always put your best foot forward. Like, always be yourself, walk in your truth. It's not necessarily for you to feel comfortable, but for you to feel free. Like, you just feel free. If you know what I'm talking about, like, comment below, because it's just like a sense of freedom when I know that I'm truthful. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not living a lie. I'm not living two lives. Like, I'm just Courtney. Like, I'm just Courtney. I'm just who I am. And I love that for me. I love that for me. And you're going to love that for yourself as well. Um, I see it in my own life. Like, I have pictures in my I have people in my family who are like, don't take pictures of me, because they may bring a certain significant other to an event, and they are seeing other people, and it's like, well, they know that I'm seeing other people, but they still get upset when I post pictures. It's kind of like the Diddy in Miami. Is that her name? Yeah, Miami situation, where he's getting photographed with other women, and people are like, girl, do you see that? She's clearly stated that they see other people. Why would she get upset when she know? I don't know. But, like, to me, that is all like craziness, because it's like somebody's not being truthful about what's going on here, because there's no reason to get upset if you know what it is. But something's not right. Like, you're not, how can you even sleep and rest like that when you're not being truthful? You're lying to this person, lying to that person. Like, that can only go on for so long. That's why I respect people who are in polygamous relationships. Not saying that I agree with it, but I respect it, because they're honest with each other and they're open. Because I'm like, if you know about it, then y'all might as well all move in together. Then at least they're open and honest about it. They're walking in their truth. They're free. Uh, yeah. So I don't. I don't know. I'm just all about being open and honest. Like, if you're not happy with something, if you don't agree with something, if something's bothering you, be open, communicate that. Say it. I mean, just say it. Like, own it. It is what it is. Be truthful. Like, you will feel so much better. You will feel liberated. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's normalize it. Let's normalize it. We're going to normalize a lot of stuff in 2023. Being what it is. Truth. Be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. Be real. Also, be real with yourself, because a lot of times we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel better. Oh, well, I'm not that fat. Sis, you fat. Like, I told that to myself this year. Like, I keep saying, no, I don't look that bad. Courtney, your gut is in your pants. Stop trying to hide it. It's there. Yes, it's there. I had to be honest with myself. It's not that. No, it's there. That's it. I can see it. Y'all see it. You can go back to old videos. My arms are bigger. My stomach's bigger. I need to lose weight. I look fat. And that's just what it is. I look fat to me. So if I can see it, other people can see it. And so I need to do something about it if I don't like it. So I had to be truthful with myself. And how did I learn how to do that? It's just by stop lying to me. Stop lying. Stop lying. That's it. How do you be truthful? Stop lying. Stop living a lie. Stop being fake. Stop making faces behind people's back. If you have a problem with them, address it like adults and move on. You don't have to snap at them. You don't have to go off on them. It's a simple conversation that can be had. And what I don't respect is grown women, because we're going to talk about women for a second, who go around and act like mean girls instead of having a conversation like, hey, sis, I really didn't like when you did this. Or, hey, can I speak to you for a moment? I saw that you looked at me this way. Is there a problem? Is there something we need to talk about? Like, those are the adult ways of handling things. Let's be honest. And I could say in turn, well, I really didn't like when you said this. That kind of hurt my feelings, or I really didn't understand where you were coming from. Can you elaborate a little more? What can I do to change it? That's what we have to start doing as adults and as women. Is like talking to each other. It's okay to say, hey girl, I like your necklace. Where'd you get it from? Instead of them, oh, she thinks y'all that necklace on. She doing too much. If you like it, just say you like it and ask her. Like, you don't have to ask her where she got it from. Just say, I like it. Because a lot of times people don't want to tell you where they got their stuff from. Because I want to like, don't ask me that. I don't want you. I may not want you to have it because we might show up somewhere with it on the same, especially if we're in the same circle. But I may, you just never know. But I'm just saying, don't be afraid to be truthful. And I think people respect you more when you are. Like, they respect it. And then those that don't, Lord, those that don't, I think they start to see like, okay, she not going for it. And you will start to see like, maybe this is not the person I want to be around, or maybe this is not the person I want to be friends with. Because sometimes you don't have a choice but to be around them, especially if you like work with them and stuff like that. It's just that how far to, how to move, right? You know how to move with them, and you know what can go and what can't go. But yeah, walking in your truth is just something that should come naturally, but unfortunately it doesn't for a lot of us, and especially women. Like, that's just something that we struggle with, because even if we go back to our hair, like, a lot of us don't, really like to show our natural hair. I know for me, I just don't like to comb it, but it's just like, if we were really free, we would just walk in somewhere with an afro, right? We wouldn't have a problem with it. But like, A lot of us hide it. A lot of us don't want people to see it. And I think we're normalizing it now. Like it's becoming more of a thing for us to rock our natural hair. But back in the day, it was just like, nope, that wasn't good enough. But I love to see natural hair. Like I even one of my friends, hers is really pretty, and I've been asking her different tips. So I've been using it. Like now, I'm starting to see my curl patterns. So I'm like excited about maybe later this year rocking it. When it's like probably next fall, I'll be ready to rock it because I really want my curls to come through. But like, I think it's becoming a thing now. And I love that. I love that because it's who we are. It's who we are. And you feel free. Like you feel free. And so I think that's what walking in your truth is all about. And in order to learn that, we just have to normalize it. We just have to normalize it. We have to make it more of a thing. We have to talk about it more. We have to make people feel comfortable talking and communicating. We have to stop shutting people out. Stop shutting out our friends, our sisters. Stop shutting them out and just hear them out and respect who they are. You know, when they try to be honest, respect it. Don't turn them away. Don't always have a negative opinion. They are who they are. And don't make someone feel comfortable, uncomfortable for being who they are. Okay? Everybody's entitled to like what they like. You know, I tell kids that all the time when I talk to them. It's like, well, they don't like it, so I'm not doing it. Like, if you like it, then you like it. If you like to wear a certain thing and you're comfortable with it, then that's fine. Like, do you? Do you? And I say that because I was that kid, like, always wondering, like, what someone else was going to accept. And that can really take away freedom in your life. Like, waiting to see what someone else is going to wear, waiting. Like, just do you. Do you. I think that's why I'm so comfortable doing me now. But I feel like I have an alter ego too. So that side's going to be coming out more this year because we're walking in our truth this year, right? We're learning to walk in our truth. We're learning to own who we are. Who I am is the person you see back there on the picture. So I get I get like that every blue moon now, but I'm like, I have to start getting back to me. I don't know if I'll be doing that on the podcast because that takes time. But I want to start doing that more. Start doing my makeup more. Start putting on earrings and just doing that more because that's what I like to do. I like to do that from time to time. I like to get dressed up. You know, I like to wear the heels. Like if you knew me from years back, that was me. I was like, I told my husband I never wore the same shoes. Like my teachers would say, like, "Oh my god, how many shoes do you have?" Because I would never like wear the same shoes. Maybe every 3 weeks. I don't know. I was just I've always been a diva. And I think as I've gotten older, it kind of toned down a little bit. But I'm like, I'm ready to bring you back, girl. Okay, you coming back? You coming back? You get rid of this weight? Like you're coming back because what? I miss her. And that's okay too to fall off and come back because you got to stay true to who you are. You can't lose you. Um, don't lose you. Don't lose you. I see so many people lose themselves, and if you find yourself like I did losing myself, I'm like, what am I doing? I need to get back to me. That's not even me. Who is that? Get back to your truth. Get back to you. Start doing things for yourself. Like be real, be honest, and be authentic. But this is a short episode. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys are going to continue to walk in your truth. If you're not walking in your truth, we need to go ahead and figure out why, and we need to get rid of some of that baggage. We need to discard those negative thoughts, and we need to get to it, sis. We need to get to it because we want you to live a life of freedom. And so we're going to end with this quote. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. We'll say it one more time. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. Let's walk in our truth. All 2023, we're walking in our truth. We're doing us. We're free, no burdens, and we're owning it. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Well, guys, that concludes our episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Allow Yourself Grace podcast. For additional information about today's episode, please click the link in the show notes below. To learn more about our Grace Girls community and other resources we have to offer, head over to www.allowyourselfgrace.com. Until next time, Grace Girls, I love you all. Be blessed and continue to strive for success.